Fursday. We have a very special guest in from Chicago, Dr. Shelley Rubin. Hi, Dr. Shelley Rubin.
Good to see you, Mike. How are you?
Fantastic. And we have some adoptable pets, so we'll get to that in just a second here. But Dr. Rubin, I know that you've retired now, but still full of information for our pets, cats and dogs. And I know that you've worked with Oprah over the years.
Right. And, you know, the big thing, and the reason I'm here today is really to discuss with you the importance of feeding pets correctly.
Right.
You know, we have a big issue today. You know, we've humanized our pets. They're part of the family. They're a very important part of our family, as you know. And just like you and I, you know, we want to make sure that we watch what we eat, and we want to make appropriate choices for what we eat. And that's really where true wellness begins, is with our food.
Right.
We are what we eat.
You are absolutely right. And we learned by watching Oprah with Sophie, her dog Sophie, who passed away, but how important animals are to us. And we may be doing things, feeding them the wrong things, not doing things that are good for them. So help us with the myths about that. Okay, can I just ask you a question?
Sure.
Over the years, I see people always filling the bowl for the dog or the cat. Just keep it full all the time, so when the dog or cat is hungry, they'll just go over and do it themselves.
First myth, wrong thing to do. Don't leave food on the floor all the time for your pet. Obesity is a big issue. 45 to 48% of our dogs are obese.
Right.
65% of our cats are obese. We have to feed them appropriate food. That's why I like a consistent, natural diet, such as Wellness here that I brought with me.
Right.
Because it has wholesome, simple, wholesome, real food ingredients in it. It's like going to the farmer's market and taking the freshest of everything and putting it in a bag and feeding it to your dog.
Okay, I got one for you.
And measure it out. That's what the cup
measure
is.
It out.
Don't use a coffee cup when your vet says use a cup. You know, you got to use a real baking cup.
Or take it from the bag and just pour it in there.
Right.
You got to measure it out.
Got to measure.
Be in control.
Very, very important.
Can you feed cats vegetarian?
You cannot use vegetarian diets for cats. And the reason why is they're obligate carnivores. They require actual meat and fish amino acids, or proteins rather. And that's why we want to use a diet that's made specifically for cats. I mean, I happen to bring here the Wellness Complete Health Diet. This is a great food. It gives everything the cat needs. It makes them feel well. It protects their health. And most important, it's high in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, so it's great for the skin and the hair coat. Don't try to feed your cat a vegetarian diet. They need taurine, which is an amino acid, and without taurine, which comes in meat protein, they will develop heart, eye, and reproductive issues.
And when my kids had cats, look at that little kitty there. By the way, that kitty is available for adoption. You just simply go over to 2nd and Arch, and that is the Philadelphia... what is it? The Philadelphia Animal Welfare Society. You've been with us before. That is a beautiful cat, by the way. You can go over to 2nd Arch, fill out the paperwork, and the cat's ready to go out to your house. We'll show you a little dog in just a second. Speaking of the kitties, though, they like to play with things, you know, paper sack or whatever. But I see people, you know, with these balls, and sometimes I see their claws get caught in it. Are there certain type of toys that are better than others?
Well, the reason I brought these two for you, this is a dog toy, this is a cat toy, is when we talk about obesity in our animals, we don't give them enough exercise. We fail we think a cat just should be a couch potato, you know?
Right.
And this is where you take part of their food, you know, measure out the amount of food they have, fill these balls with it, and put them around the house, because that way they'll chase around looking for it for their meal.
That's cool.
You know, and that gets their hunting instinct all...
just put the food, jam it right into those...
Yeah, you put it in there, and then they work with it, and it falls
I
out.
like that. Yeah. Okay, now, again, with one of my kids, and when I had a cat back, Tiger Lily, when I was young, you'd put out a big bowl of milk, and then, oh, this will be a great treat. I'll open up a can of tuna. Mom won't watch, you know, get a chicken of the sea, crack it open. Oh, that's a treat. Gourmet. Is that bad?
We all did that. We always associate milk with cats, you know, for some reason. But look, milk is high in a sugar, lactose. Cats don't have the enzyme to break it down. What happens? They get vomiting and diarrhea. The best thing you can do is to feed them a good, wholesome food that's balanced for them, and that's why I mentioned to you the Wellness Complete Health.
So don't do the tuna?
Well, here, the tuna is no good because all fish diet will tie up vitamins in a cat, and you'll have problems. But I brought the canned food basically to let people know that as veterinarians, we are recommending more canned food in their diet because urinary disease, kidney disease in cats is really high and they need more water.
You're good.
Thank you very much.
Please come back.
I will.
Hey, Elliot, quick shot of the dog here again. 2nd and Arch, go fill out the paperwork. That dog. Hey, doggy, you gotta look. You're on camera.
Hi.
Over here, man.
Smile.
What's his name?
This is Tater Tot.
Hey, Tater Tot. Are tater tots bad for dogs?
Tater tots, yes.
Okay.
Tater tots are table food. No table food.
No table scraps, people. Stop doing that.
But they want it.
There you go, Chanel.
They give you that little face.